So if you always want to smell good, if you want to get compliments on how great you smell, you need to stop smelling bad. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I know, seems obvious, right? That being said, I doubt you'll mind if I put you to the test. So the test is this. Go to your sock drawer, go to your underwear drawer, and go ahead and take a nice big whiff.
Tight.
And just to be clear, gents, I'm talking about your clean sock and underwear drawer. Now, if that drawer smelled like ass, stick around because this video is going to be incredibly useful. Now, if your dresser or wardrobe was made out of cedar and it had a nice woody smell to it, bonus point. But for probably most of you, I take it smelled like nothing. And although you may think that's okay, to me, it's a missed opportunity. Why? Well, first up, underwear and socks, when exposed to heat, can release smells that are hidden at room temperature. And let's just face it, the smells that are locked in there are not going to be good ones. And the second point is that your socks and underwear could smell great if you were using a masculine scented sachet. Now, sachets are nothing more than fabric pouches that contain really nice smelling things, such as patchouli, cedar, pine, mint, eucalyptus, and orange. And if your underwear, sock, or workout drawer smells really rancid, you can take one of these sachets and fill it up with baking soda, and that will help to absorb that nasty smell. The point here, instead of your clothing working against you and smelling bad, how about you have it work for you by smelling great? Now, back to that first point, if you want to buy a sachet, I get it. Then in that case, just simply use dryer sheets. Find one that you really like the smell of and have one in each drawer. Just change it out every couple months. That right there is an easy way to make your clothing just smell better. And those dryer sheets are really handy when you're traveling and you've got dirty workout clothes in with your nice clothes. Yeah, they will keep everything smelling decent. Now, the next bad smelling culprit I want to talk about is your footwear, especially during the summer. You skip wearing socks. I've talked about no-show socks. They are great, but occasionally you can't find them. You throw the shoes on and you sweat. And that sweat and bacteria builds up in the shoes. This especially happens in our workout shoes. So you want to make sure that you clean your shoes properly. I mentioned baking soda earlier. It neutralizes odors. So soak the shoes in baking soda. Wash them in baking soda. Just a quarter of a cup, half a cup, it will work miracles. Now with leather shoes, you're obviously not going to throw them in the wash, but go ahead and just put baking soda on the inside and then shake it out, vacuum it out. And when it comes to a leather jacket, I get it, you left that jacket over at your uncle's place and now it smells like cigarettes. So what you want to do for the outside of the jacket is take a sponge and you're going to give it a vinegar bath. Now, quick warning, before you do this on the entire jacket, go on the inside and on a small area, test the vinegar concentration. And if you need to add water to dilute it, do that. But you want to make sure it doesn't discolor the leather. That being said, a light vinegar bath on the outside of the leather jacket and then on the inside can help to remove that smoke smell. And if it's still sticking around, especially on the inside lining, then take baking soda, mix it with water, and go ahead and paste it right there on the inside. Let it dry, and then go ahead and shake and vacuum it off. And that again will help pull out the odor. And for anything you can wash, t-shirts, jeans, that baking soda trick again is going to work when you throw it into the laundry because you want to get rid of that smoke smell. Now, that last set of rules was about not shooting yourself in the foot, not making mistakes by smelling bad. But how can you smell better naturally? What are the rules here? So first up, you want to drink more water. They say about 8 glasses for the average adult. I think if you're a larger active man, I think a gallon is solid. Why so much water? Because when it enters your body, this is the fluid, this is the elixir that keeps you going. More water means your body is going to function better, your digestive system is going to work better, and you're going to sweat more, which leads us to the next point. Now, this next one seems counterintuitive, but people that sweat more don't smell as bad as people that sweat very little. Why? Because when you sweat very little, and you're going to sweat no matter what, there's a higher concentration of ammonia, urea, salt, and sugar in your sweat. So by sweating more, by getting that great workout first thing in the morning, you are ridding your body of a lot of those chemicals. And so when you're sweating more, you're going to have less concentration of those chemicals and therefore less smell. Which leads us to the next point about water, which is simply take a daily shower. Use soap, especially in the areas that you have a lot of sweat glands. It's going to be your armpits. That's going to be your ass. Those areas right there. Come on, it seems pretty simple, but make sure to wash them daily. Now, I know some of you guys have heard that showering daily is overkill. I would say showering with harsh chemicals every single day is overkill. So you want to make sure if you're using a shampoo daily, it is a daily shampoo. These are going to be a lot milder, that you're using soaps, again, that are made for the body, that you're not using products with harsh chemicals. That being said, if you're in the market for shampoos, conditioners, soaps, or any type of grooming products made with natural and organic ingredients, you need to check out Vitaman, the sponsor of today's video. Now, as many of you guys know, I'm one of the owners of Vitaman, but the founder, Claire, she started this company in 1999. The idea is to leverage the power of the Australian outback. When you go over to Vitaman and you check out the ingredient deck, what you're going to notice is that we are using plants. We are using ingredients that nobody else is using. These are products like kakadu plum, white tea leaf extract, and aloe vera leaf juice. In a nutshell, these are natural organic ingredients leveraged by Australians for thousands of years, and they have shown to actually be able to reduce the signs of aging and to help you feel and look your best. So if you've got thinning hair and you want it to look good without sticking chemicals in your body, you want to check out our thinning hair kit. If you're looking for a safe deodorant that doesn't use aluminum, check out our natural deodorants in earth and ocean. And of course, every product at Vitaman is backed up with our 100% money back guarantee. So gents, if you want to try Vitaman and get the best deal on the planet, check out that link in the description of today's video. It's my company. I make sure you guys get the best deal. Use that link, go over to Vitaman, and check out the offer I've got for you. Now, maybe the number one rule to smelling great all day is actually to watch what you put into your body when it comes to food. This is an important rule. I'm not going to say it's the number one rule, but there are certain things that we eat, like red meat, garlic, spices, onions. And although those things can be great for you, depending on what diet you ascribe to, they can have an adverse effect on the way that your body smells. That being said, when it comes to processed foods, I found that my body has an adverse effect to them, and I don't smell as clean or as fresh as I do whenever I eat foods like that. Things like fruits, vegetables, again, a lot of water, but simply being able to bring in a clean vegetarian diet in general seems to actually just help the body smell better. That being said, I know this is a very personal thing for some of you guys, and I'd love to hear from you down in the comments if there are certain foods that just, kind of make your body maybe not smell great, or maybe there are certain things like oregano and parsley that when you eat this, you just feel cleaner. Do any of you guys notice this? Now, maybe the number one rule to smelling great all day is actually to take care of your oral hygiene. Guys, this is easily in the top 5, not number 1 though, but it's simple. Brush your teeth twice a day. Floss your teeth once a day. Only the teeth you want to keep should you floss, which means floss all of them. It's really important, especially as you age and get food pockets. Guys, I can't tell you, you get some of that food stuck back there, it can really smell within just 12 hours. And let's make sure to use a tongue scraper. Especially me, I've got these deep grooves. You want to go through and get that food off of the tongue. Use a mouthwash, and again, drink water. Again, we see the water tip popping up, inexpensive, simple. Every time you drink a glass of water, cleaning out that bacteria, you're swallowing it and you're getting it out of your mouth. And let's also talk about the importance of maintaining moisture in the mouth, especially as you age, or let's say you eat a lot for breakfast, your mouth dries out. That, 10 o'clock in the morning, you're going to have bad breath going into that presentation. Chew gum. Don't chew it into the presentation, but chew a little bit before, because what this does is it causes the mouth to produce more saliva. Again, that saliva is going to go in there and moisturize the mouth. It actually improves the teeth as well. It can remineralize them, so saliva is a great thing to keeping that bad breath at bay. Got to follow my own advice and moisturize that mouth. Now, in the title of this video, I'm going to give you the number one rule to smell amazing all day without talking about fragrances. And what I'm talking about there are colognes, perfumes, things that spray like that. This is what I'm not going to cover in today's video, but there are many things we put on our body which actually have a bit of fragrance to them. And so let's cover those. First up, let's revisit those shampoos, the conditioners, the body washes, all that stuff that we use and we put on our body. You want to make sure you like that smell, because that is going to stick around for a while. Some companies, they'll stick around for hours. Other companies are going to be gone within minutes. I don't like something that sticks around too long because I like to apply a fragrance. In any case, before you buy something, go ahead and pop it open. If you're in the store, smell it. Make sure that that is agreeable. And if you can, buy the same conditioner, the same shampoo, the same body wash from the same company along the same line, because you want that all to work together. If you've got a beard, if you use a shaving oil, if you have longer hair and you use oil in your hair, or you use a hair dryer and use oil in your hair before you blow it, I would say that, definitely consider the smell of your oil. Now, there are some oils out there that really don't have much smell at all, especially if you're just using basically an olive oil or a sunflower oil or jojoba. There's all different types of oils out there. But if you're going to go with, again, one with a brand brand, with a company, you want to make sure it's not overpowering with the smell. And if it is, it's something strong that you actually enjoy, because the oils will stick around a lot longer usually than the shampoo fragrances, because the oils, they don't dissipate as quickly. So this could be something that sticks around, especially in your beard. Anyone that's had a great beard oil, and by the way, you can pretty much use any shave oil as a beard oil. The idea here is just adding a bit of weight to the hair. It's giving you the ability to be able to better shape it. Next up, let's talk about body moisturizers. Face moisturizers, body moisturizers, hand moisturizers, anything that you put on and you're going to wear throughout the day. Again, these oftentimes do have fragrance oils in them, so they will last longer than the shampoos. In addition, these are made to sit on and protect the surface of the skin. So if you don't like the smell of it, discontinue the use, because it's going to stay around usually for a couple hours. Now, what about aftershaves? Aren't these technically the same thing as a fragrance? Yes and no. See, they've got a more specific purpose. The idea of an aftershave was to introduce alcohol to freshly shaved skin to disinfect cuts. So it's less about the fragrance and more about the alcohol going in there and killing any bacteria and preventing infection, which was a big deal whenever we used to use straight razors. We knew less about infections, and a staph infection, yes, could lead to something it could lead to death. That being said, the amount of fragrance oil in an aftershave is usually very minute. So the smell is not going to stick around very long. Again, its job is to disinfect cuts. That being said, a good aftershave, you put on a good amount, lasts usually a couple hours. So after saying all that, what's the number one rule to making sure that you smell good all day? Well, gentlemen, it's to give it. It's actually to care about the way you smell. Because the reality is, most guys, honestly, they don't give it a second thought. But yet they do, because they don't want to smell bad. They're wearing deodorant. They are trying to cover up a bad smell, but they're not thinking about good smells and how you can actually have a signature scent, how you can use the science of scent to actually set forth and basically get people to remember you, people to trust you more based off of how you smell. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, come on, Antonio, you didn't cover colognes in this video. If I want to smell good all day, should I wear an expensive cologne? Should I wear one that has a lot of vanilla and is overpowering? Well, guess what, guys? I cover that in this video right here in excruciating detail. If you want to be able to go beast mode with an expensive fragrance, if you want to simply make sure, hey, people are smelling me for 3 weeks, I got you covered in this video right here, where I go over all the hacks, I go over all the details on how you can smell good for a long time. Check it out. It's a good video.